I mean, we're doing a walkthrough on Friday. You know,
They're not allowed
they're done.
streaming.
They're done with the construction. They have to give us volume, and they have to give us the last.
Stabilize the finance. They're not going to use topsoil this year.
Why didn't we do it?
They're not gonna use topsoil.
Well, if they're not, and you gotta see them, they, one time it was pretty good. Yeah, the west side was over X. Nothing for it. Yeah, because solid bulk. The as-built, I said, number one, to put them on the design drawings. Just inverts, trims. Given the bond amount, 400 and some thousand, 2-year bond. Yeah, she's got to review dedication on the deeds, and that's, I think that's the legal side to figure out.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's pretty amazing. Why the other one's different? What are you gonna do? Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lancaster Town Board work session for September 15th, 2025. This evening, we do have one presentation from United Rentals, Anthony, and for Carmino Design.
Thank you. So,
Thank you. Thanks.
Good evening. Anthony Pandolfi with Carmino Wood Design. I'm the project engineer here on behalf of United Rentals for what we're calling Phase 2 of their container storage yard at 2 Benzel Court. Just a brief summary. Late last year, earlier this year, we went through the site plan approval process for a stone gravel container storage yard. United Rentals, they rent out the big shipping containers, mostly to construction job sites for them to store materials and equipment, off hours, just to protect them from, weather, vandalism, things like that. So what we got approval for is installing a stone area to the south of the existing lot. There's an existing building, some concrete and asphalt on the north side. We got approval to install stone gravel lot here with some bioretention and stormwater management. We're in the PIP process with that, working with Ed and Matt to get their permit. They expect to start in a couple weeks on that. What Phase 2 is, it's really just some maintenance on the existing northern portion, and that's going to include the 2 asphalt curb cuts. They're going to take out the asphalt, put in concrete. They're going to have some pretty heavy trucks coming in here. The concrete just holds up better. This area in here, which is currently asphalt, they're going to take that out and replace it with just stone gravel again. That works better for the trucks they're going to have in there. As far as long-term maintenance, that just holds up better. And then down here, just below that, they're going to have what they call a modular office. Basically allows the few employees that they will have on site to kind of work out of that office. So we have some parking for that. There's going to be a bathroom in there, water, everything like that. And then also just a container shelter. Basically, that's just like a open-ended dome-like structure that they can put the containers under for any kind of cleaning or maintenance or things like that. And then I passed out the aerial, as you guys can see, just to kind of give you an idea of the surrounding properties to the north. There's an industrial business park, and then Walden Avenue Cemetery to the east, the Walden Driving Range to the west, and then the railroad tracks down to the south. And if there's any questions or comments, I can answer them.
So I can hit your containers with my golf ball.
I don't have any. Board have any questions? No. Matt, Ed, anything? Okay.
Not,
Pretty straightforward, simple, so we'll move on to the planning board then.
Great. Thank you very much. Take care. Okay, we're going to do what we normally do now during our work sessions. We're going to go around to the department heads who are here and ask what's happening in the different departments. So we're going to start in the back. Chief, you're first up today. I like to keep you guys guessing as to exactly where you're going to go.
2 weeks in a row, though.
Oh, so, all right.
That's your first to bat.
Next time he doesn't have to go first. Okay, I can know.
Everything's going well. Assistant chief is back, playing catch-up on some of the duties that he needs to get caught up on to be back to full speed. Right now, we're in the midst of our fall training session, full department training, so that's going well. And just conducted a first of 2 interviews for filling a vacant dispatcher spot. I've been in communication with the county personnel department, anticipating the civil service PT test to be run for the next group of police officers to be eligible for hopefully positions late fall, it'll be midwinter by the point we get to them. So just the list is, we're going through the list fast. I've spoken to chiefs in the area, and they've all blown through the first portion of the list, and we're going to be doing the same thing probably to fill the gaps, and every agency is experiencing that right now. Multiple people retiring or vacancies to fill. So we're going to do the best we can to bring the best possible candidates we can on board. So that's what I have tonight. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
John Pilato, Highway Superintendent.
Evening.
Evening.
So we finished paving the back of the library last week for Parks and Rec. All we have left is we got a little patching we got to do on Old Genesee Street. And then we got some repair at 525, and then we're putting the paver away for the year. I'm real happy to report that since we met with Matt and you regarding drainage, we put a plan in place, and now we have a dedicated pond crew going out. It's led by one of our foreman, John Smith. We're currently working on ponds on East Home Road, Rollingwood, Liberty Square, and we finished up the pond on Butler last week. Over the course of the next month or two, the department's going to be very busy, especially the mechanics, getting our leafers up and running. We're going to be hanging plows, washing trucks, undercoating them. So the next month, our mechanics are going to be a little bit backlogged, just so everybody knows. Other than that, we're ready to roll for leaves. We're waiting for them.
Great. Thank you very much. Ron Rosler.
Good evening.
Evening.
So as far as emergency management is concerned, things have been relatively slow. I have met with all the fire companies regarding the upcoming budget, spoke with the supervisor and with the budget director with their requests, and I believe we're moving forward in a good direction with that. We have the annual town board inspection of the fire department's coming up next week, Monday. That'll be held at Twin District, so we look forward to seeing everybody there, and I'm sure the other fire companies may have some questions they want to talk to you about. So, but nothing bad. LVAC has been going well. I'm meeting with them sometime next week to go over the August numbers and to check the metrics to make sure they're meeting the contract and the requirements from there. But other than that, the things with them have been, pretty good. Any questions?
Any update on the inspection of the landfill?
My last conversation was the DEC has no problem with us tagging along with them when they do their inspection. They're looking at probably sometime in November. And I know the town attorney was going to reach out to the landowner's attorney to obtain the proper permissions.
What happened to September?
They claim that the vegetation is still going to be overgrown, so they're waiting for first couple frosts. They think that'll knock the vegetation down and they'll be able to get a better view. I can
Okay.
only tell you what they tell me.
Well, okay, but, I mean, they even got, the state wants them to do it, we want them to do it. I don't understand why it's taking, I'm not, why.
But like I said, I can only tell you what they tell me, and that was
Yeah.
the one engineer that we were dealing with, Stephen McDonald. He passed my email along to his boss, and then I was speaking directly with his boss, and those are the dates that he came up with.
Can we get a definitive date so it doesn't then become January, then become March? You know what I mean? When they're gonna,
Yeah, I will work on that.
yeah, best you can.
Right. Okay.
Because otherwise we'll let all the state elected officials know
Right.
where that stands.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll work on that. See if they can at least come up with a closer date than just sometime within the month.
Okay, thank you
I'll
very much.
report back. Great. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ryan.
Bob, one of the things that they've never given us were the results of their last monitoring event.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna give us,
Yeah.
because they monitor the wells,
Monthly.
well, quarterly, whatever their agreement is with DEC.
Yeah, that was included, the request for that report in one of the many emails that we sent them. I can reiterate that, that we're still waiting on the report. Do you know the official name of the report?
It would be the monitoring,
Monitoring?
yeah,
The
the
latest?
latest monitoring data.
Okay.
Yeah, because they said they had something that didn't show anything, right? Was the
Right, yeah,
latest.
that's what I said, yeah,
So,
those
yeah, well,
wells-
we haven't seen any of them.
Well, I think, I don't want to say it's intentional, but I think what they're doing is supplying certain reports from the solar site, which there aren't problems with, and not including the reports from the rest of the site that we believe that there are problems with. So I think that might be the holdup.
If you don't mind, differentiate then in the email
Yes.
and say, we want the reports from the solar site and the reports from the rest of the site.
Okay.
And see what we get. That
Yeah,
do
I
it?
mean, they should, I'm assuming if they're doing the monitoring, they're doing it all once around the site.
Sure.
All the wells,
Right.
so who's ever doing it for them.
Okay, I'll work on that too.
Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, Nick?
Good evening. A few updates that I have. Budget is progressing along well. Meeting with Ron tomorrow. That'll be the last meeting that I have with the department heads. I have all the requests, so I'll be sharing those with the committees accordingly. One thing I really want to do this year is kind of touch base on the committee level first before the budget is submitted. The calendar is posted on the website. So budget has to be submitted September 30th. Couple board meetings until the second board meeting of November will be when we have to adopt the budget. Has to be done by November 20th. So, and the only other thing I have is that Supervisor Leary and I got to go to the Supervisors Roundtable. That's put on by Drescher and Malecki, our auditors. It's all town supervisors and finance staff. There's a lot of good information there. One shocking statistic that stood out to me was that across Erie County, all of the towns from 2020 through 2024, their revenues have grown about 3.3%, but their expenditures have grown about 6.8%. So a lot of towns are in the same situation, dipping into fund balance. So I wanted to pull the numbers for Lancaster. Lancaster's revenues in that time period have grown 16%, and our expenditures have grown 20.5%. So still, proportionally in the same kind of deficit there. It's one of the things that we addressed last year in last year's budget. We'll be again addressing it in this year's budget. And the only other thing I have is that we talked with the town supervisor from Cheektowaga about a potential garbage shared service agreement. They pick up garbage in-house. As you guys all know, we are basically at the mercy of waste management right now. So this would be beneficial for them, job security for their guys, beneficial for us if it's any cost savings to our residents.
Yeah, just exploratory at this point to see if they could even do it. The district is set by the state, so if they expanded the state district, garbage district, if it was advantageous to us financially, we might be able to have them pick up our garbage and then not have an increase of 500 grand in 1 year from waste management, which is just unsustainable if that keeps going up like that. So we're looking at all possibilities. We're also looking at some other stuff as well, but yeah.
Yep, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Carmen?
Good afternoon. Everything's moving along great. We started the turf at Walden Ponds today, laying it down. Senior Center, we started working on the building, so it's closed for 2 weeks. Our bike path is closed for a week because it's antlerless hunting for a week. So for public safety, so our guys are going actually down there and cleaning some of the trees at certain times when they know people aren't out there. Forestry, I got a crew out every day doing forestry work. They started the windows here. This weekend, mental health carpets will be getting cleaned, town hall carpets will be getting cleaned. We're going to start getting ready for winter. Melissa came, she wanted to check out some of the buildings, so we took her around. I hope she saw what she needed. Besides that, everything is going pretty good.
Good. Thank you. Matt?
Well, we're commissioning our new vehicle. We appreciate that purchase. Probably next week we'll have that roadworthy with all the accessories and the undercoat treatments, and then we'll be able to auction the surplus vehicle, the oldest vehicle in the fleet. Tomorrow evening I'll be in attendance at a local government training that deals with the New York State agricultural districts and farm-friendly zoning. That's being held in the town of Alma. And then on Wednesday, I'm attending a zombie task force on behalf of the Erie County Clerk's Office and that group there, just to get some updates on the legislation and, just pick up little insights along the way on how to deal with our vacant and abandoned properties, along with tax delinquent properties as well. Thursday, we have some more floodplain training. So it's an active week of training. So we just keep on moving forward, and beginning of next month, we'll begin with the stormwater reports, and I'll have a better consensus report for this board for statistics. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Oh, okay. Ed?
Have New York State approval for Seabrook Road. It's on tonight's agenda to go out to bid. It's got to be out to bid for, I think it's 20 days, state requirement. So after that, we can review the bids and make a recommendation for award.
Okay, so finally, Seabrook Road is going out for bid, because every time we get to this point, something else comes
Pass
up.
the resolution, it goes out to bid
This is
tomorrow.
it. Okay, all right. Great.
So, and we do have an updated estimate for that, for the contractors, about 375,000. And then you've got the design costs on there. So you're all in probably going to be for about 500,000. So,
Which is significantly less than
yeah,
anticipated.
the grant was 6, if I remember right. I thought it was 600. So,
Great.
yeah. Warner Road, wait for contracts to come back from the contractor. As Carmen said, turf is going down. They're out there sowing away. Windows here, they've initiated the abatement work. They should be done probably about another week, 10 days. Then it'll be quiet probably until November, until the windows show up.
Okay.
Then we'll be back in and start actually doing replacements. Down at the senior center today, dust was flying, floors, roof, partition wall. I'm trying to get everything done in about a 2 to 3 week window. And I think that's all I've got right now.
Okay, thank you. Diane?
Most people should have received my bi-yearly letter with taxes. This is the school tax. And to remind the residents that the amount that they are taxed for the school is directly related to the school district that their home is in. The town has nothing to do with this amount at all. And each school has a different taxable amount. It's posted on the website. Lancaster being not the highest. We've had some issues with our live streaming in the past couple of weeks, and that will be all tightened up shortly. So the board has given permission just to do a couple things so that it'll be more manageable and dependable. So I thank you for that. That's about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything from the town board that is not official reports or reports of town board committees? Anything we need to touch upon in the work session? No? Okay. All right, we're going to take a break until 7 o'clock, and we will commence right at 7 p.m. Thank you.
Live streaming continues. Mark, I think you need a couple more paper clips.
Every time I try to give him my paper clips. So everybody just gives me that look. Man, we got a 10-minute break. I wish we could just roll right into it and get here.
Yep. Oh, thank you. It's okay. It's not very high cost, just since it's not coming out of our budget. I wanted to make sure. Yeah, so this will be good. Yeah, and it will be all inclusive, and no matter what else happens, it won't touch it. So that's good. Yeah.
Brian, locked over about a week and a half. Okay. Planning and
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but
well, you've been talking about it for a while.
he has
But when you say you're gone, correct time, shoot him. I haven't needed him.
Right. So I walk up to him and I ask him, hey, have you adjusted yet? He's looking at me like I got two heads. I'm like, yeah, I adjusted the Saturday every day. He's looking at me, his wife. He's like, oh no, I'm not done until... No, sorry.
I know. I also found out the guys were penalty on Saturday. I didn't realize that. Who did it? Somebody else in. I don't know who. Somebody told me his name was Tim. I said, well, Tim Masters used to be there,
Yeah.
unless he came back.
And they brought up, or Junior.
Well, this was the beginning. He left, went to Williamsville, and then Williamsville went to Dolphins.
It's a hard thing to,
Went back to Pendleton or not, I don't know.
right.
10 years later.
I was just going to say. Exactly.
He lived with them. I got Marky all marked out highway. There we painted a line across the road. Edge of right away,
Okay, they put the,
edge of easement.
I gave that guy the final notice for out of repair facility.
You know, the width of that right away. It's pretty small.
66.
Yeah, I mean, it's like halfway up the guy's driveway to the house.
yeah, they got their,
Yeah, I mean, for an old street, I was
we
like,
were in my office, and then Wednesday, the whole front.
I was happy to see that, like, there was a window.
they're taking out all the asphalt back, which takes it past where his driveway is.
Inside. Well, no, I know.
Yeah.
His driveway crosses that neighbor's property.
Right.
Illegally.
Yeah.
Or not.
He wouldn't. I don't know if he extended the road or the road was extended.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Yes.
I don't think it's privatization facilities. The other option. Which is cheap. The other option.
They can put the platform over the top of that.
You do it in the hot season. For maintenance purposes or whatever. Back to the sidewalk, just go straight out.
There's gonna be some top fucker somewhere.
How wide is it?
It's not wide. Maybe 12.
I changed that.
Just on here. And where?
She's gone down.
Yeah, but that was back in June.
Nobody calls to your memory at that time.
Okay. So who added that one on there?
Me.
All right.
I thought we were just
I wouldn't even be upset if they end up having to drop
Yeah, but I mean, this is right now relevant, you know, as to what occurred.
Get down.
This was kind of dated, but
Right.
we'll read it.
2 inches below the bottom of the bio bed. So it would be I mean, you can almost set a meter as it could almost be set up as.
Oh, if you're building something there permanent.
meters,
Yeah,
right, and
something
then
permanent.
you know, annual certification.
Somebody lay a blanket out of her lawn chair. site. Nice job.
That's good.
The difference, Phil, I mean, the only thing I gotta determine is figure out the pipe. Pipe in the field discharge into those, and then those discharge into the ditch on the west side there. So there, if we ended up doing that, that's gonna make that connection with the pipes. Which, I mean, you can see it.
Off of the retention.
Yeah, wherever the pipe comes in from the field, I would have to make the connection to the pipe that goes.
It's another swale.
Oh, that on the backside? Yeah, that's just the grade, that's the existing drainage that's basically just cleaned up. There's already existing ditch all the way around that side by side.
Where's capacity? Does it ring the bell?
Under the field.
Oh,
That's where the two-bit stone came from. All the capacity's under the field. Like I said, so quantity isn't an issue. Yeah.
Does it ring the bell?
Make it real hard.
Get the hammer out.
That's allowed that for anyway. Otherwise, it would have one big pond somewhere. Big pond. Because the DEC considers that impermeable.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lancaster Town Board meeting for September 15th, 2025. Diane, roll call, please.
Councilmember Burkhart? Here. Councilmember Dickman?
Here.
Councilmember Schroeder? Here. Councilmember Studley?
Here.
Supervisor Leary?
Here. The invocation tonight will be done by Diane Terranova. If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing.
A quote from William Faulkner, a Nobel Prize winner. Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If all the people over the world would do this, it would change the earth. Thank you.
Okay, tonight's meeting, we have 11 pre-filed resolutions, 2 suspended resolutions, and 1 executive session where we'll be talking about employee contracts. We're going to close tonight in memory of Charlie Kirk, retired LPD officer Ernest J. Dombrowski, Raymond Hartel, a longtime Bowmansville Volunteer Fire Association member, and Melissa Hortman. Okay. We do not have any public hearings going on this evening, so we're going to start right into persons who want to address the town board on any pre-filed or suspended resolutions. Now, these suspended resolutions are for 2. One is for a sidewalk waiver at 161 Siebert Road, and the other one is to approve a donation from the Lancaster to Pew Ponytails and Heat to the town of Lancaster that has a value of approximately $25,364. So if anybody wants to address the town board on those suspended resolutions or the pre-filed resolutions that have been posted, were posted first on Friday, please raise your hand, give your name and address to the town clerk, speak directly to the town board members, not the audience, using the microphone provided up front here. Speak once for 5 minutes or less, unless the town board grants a speaker an extension of this time, and any unruly activity, including yelling, name-calling, will result in expulsion from the meeting. Do we have anyone who wants to address the town board on any of the pre-filed or suspended resolutions? Okay. Seeing no hands raised at this point in time, we are going to move on to the official reports from the town board members. Any town board members with official reports? Go ahead.
I got nothing.
Nothing? Anything?
We are meeting on Wednesday with the Boys and Girls Club. So we will have an update at the next meeting on our committee meeting with them.
Okay, anything else? Okay, all right, town board committees, anything from those?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
October 1st is Coffee with a Cop, and the Village of Lancaster is hosting Coffee with a Cop in the Village at Gabriel's Bakery, Scoob's, and the coffee shop. And what time was that, Chief? 9 a.m.? 9 to 10 kind of thing. So I invite anybody from the board and the town of Lancaster to please join us down in the village to have coffee with a cop in the village of Lancaster and get to know our wonderful police force.
Great, thank you. Okay, we're going to move on to our...
I just had one thing
go
on
ahead.
public safety. A lot of people have seen and heard already, but our assistant police chief just graduated from his training with the FBI at Quantico in the academy. He's going to bring back a lot of really good knowledge for our community, and it's a great opportunity. I just want to congratulate him on all the hard work. Somehow he balances everything he does, and he still does it well. So congratulations to Assistant Chief Ziders.
Okay, great. Anything else? Okay. All right, we're going to move on to our pre-filed resolutions. The first one is mine. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular meeting of the town board held September 2nd, 2025 be and are hereby affirmed. Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? On the roll?
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes. Resolution number 2. Be it resolved that the following audited claims be and are hereby ordered paid from their respective accounts as per abstract to be filed in the office of the town clerk by the supervisor's office, to wit, check run number 0915-2025. Total amount hereby authorized to be paid is $1,394,816.72. Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? On the roll?
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes. Councilmember Dickman, number 3 and 4, please.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor, Honorable Board. I offer resolutions 3 and 4 for adoption. Resolved that the following building permit applications be and are hereby reaffirmed. This time we have a total of 40 in the town, 16 in the village, for a total of 56. Now therefore be it resolved that the building permit applications coded CSW for conditional sidewalk waiver be and are hereby reaffirmed with a waiver of the town ordinance required for sidewalks. However, the waiver is granted upon the express condition that the town of Lancaster at any future date reserves the right to order sidewalk installation at the expense of the property owner.
Do we have a second?
Second.
On the question? On the roll?
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes.
And number 4, whereas Matt Fishone, Code Enforcement Officer of the Town of Lancaster, received a submittal package on August 27, 2025 from Excelsior Inspections of Western New York indicating their intent to conduct electrical inspections within the town. Whereas Excelsior Inspections has submitted the necessary information to the Town of Lancaster Building Inspector, including certificates of insurance for both comprehensive liability, New York State disability, and workers' compensation. Whereas Matt Fishone, Code Enforcement Officer, is requested by letter dated August 28 that Excelsior Inspections be permitted to conduct electrical inspections in the town. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Lancaster hereby authorizes Excelsior Inspections of Western New York to conduct electrical inspections in the Town of Lancaster as described in Chapter 158 of the Code of the Town of Lancaster, and be it further resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Lancaster has the right to revoke the designation based upon improper administration of inspections as outlined in the Town Code, Chapter 158.
Do we have a second?
Second.
On the question? On the roll?
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes. Resolution number 5. Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Lancaster approved an application from M&A United Incorporated, DBA Carroll Hardwood, for the construction of an office and storage facility of hardwood flooring materials on a roughly 3.7 acre portion of a 44 acre parcel located at 6130 Broadway within the town of Lancaster, New York on March 20th, 2023. Whereas Town Code of the Town of Lancaster, Chapter 400-75D9, Site Plan Review, if construction of an approved development site plan is not commenced within 2 years from the date of the site approval, that approval shall be deemed revoked. A one-time additional 1-year extension may be granted by the town board upon receipt of the following. A written request for extension must be submitted to the town board, town clerk, and town attorney's office. The written extension request must be applied for within 30 days of the expiration of the approval. If an extension is necessary for compliance but not sought within this time frame, then the approval shall be rescinded. Under these circumstances, applicants may reapply for approval. The request must include a current environmental assessment form and comply with current state, county, and town zoning and building codes, laws, and regulations. And lastly, the applicant must present to and receive approval recommendation from the town's planning board department. And whereas no such document was received requesting an extension, and no such extension was granted by the town board, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Lancaster hereby rescinds the site plan approval of MP Carroll Hardwood, and be it further resolved that the supervisor of the town of Lancaster shall be authorized to take all necessary action to implement the foregoing. Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? On the roll.
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes. Resolution number 6, whereas on September 2nd, 2025, the town board of the town of Lancaster adopted a resolution appointing the following individuals to the position of part-time temporary seasonal in the Parks, Recreation, and Forestry Department for the fall-winter season of 25-26, and whereas an administrative error has been found and requires correction, the appointment of the following individuals are part-time permanent employees in the Parks, Recreation, and Forestry Department, working not more than 19.5 hours per week, and that this being a part-time position provides no health insurance, sick days, vacations, or other fringe benefits not specifically mandated for part-time employees. We have a tennis supervisor, we have several tennis instructors, and we have the pool supervisor. The rate of pay goes from $23 for the tennis supervisor and $25 for the pool supervisor. The other instructors run from $16.50 to $15.50, and this is retro back to September 11th. Be it further resolved that this appointment is contingent upon successful completion of all pre-employment checks and appropriate paperwork filed with the supervisor's office. New York State required certifications, new hire training programs, completion of town policy acknowledgments, which has all taken place. Be it further resolved that the supervisor of the town of Lancaster shall be authorized to take all necessary action to implement the foregoing. Do we have a second?
Second.
On the question? On the roll.
Councilmember Burkhart? Yes. Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes. Resolution number 7. Now therefore be it resolved that a public hearing before the town board of the town of Lancaster in the county of Erie shall be held at the Lancaster Town Hall right here on the 6th of October, 2025 at 7:05 p.m. for the purpose of hearing all persons interested in the proposed local law number 6, rezoning a portion of a parcel. Be it further resolved that the town clerk is directed to publish a notice of public hearing in the Lancaster Bee, designated by the town as its official newspaper for this publication, and be posted on the town bulletin board, with such publication to be not less than 10 days before the date of the public hearing. Post as required by law, 1 copy of the notice of public hearing no later than the day such notice is published, and notify by mail all parties of interest pursuant to the general municipal law and the town law of public hearing, not less than 10 days before the date of the public hearing. Be it further resolved that the town clerk is to make copies of the proposed local law number 6 of the year 2025 entitled Rezoning a Portion of a Parcel, available at her office for inspection and distribution to any interested persons during business hours. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. On the question? On the roll.
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes. Resolution number 8, whereas the letter dated September 8, 2025, Carmen Ciccarelli, Maintenance Crew Chief for the town of Lancaster, has recommended the appointment of the following individuals to the position of part-time permanent in the Parks, Recreation, and Forestry Department for the fall-winter season of 2025-26. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the following individuals are hereby appointed to the following part-time positions in the Parks, Recreation, and Forestry Department, working no more than 19.50 hours per week, and that this being a part-time position provides no health insurance, sick days, vacations, or other fringe benefits not specifically mandated for part-time employees. We have 5 laborers. We have a recreation instructor for aqua aerobics, lifeguard supervisor, and then we have 2 lifeguard supervisors. We have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 lifeguards, including the substitutes, and more than that, about 20 lifeguards coming in here. The pay rate ranges from a total of $35 for the recreation instructor, aqua aerobics, $35 to $18.50, down to $17 for the lifeguard substitutes. And they are scheduled to take effective date, different dates on there from today, September 15th, to October 13th, so they'll be coming in at different times. Be it further resolved that this appointment is contingent upon successful completion of all pre-employment checks and appropriate paperwork filed with the supervisor's office, New York State required certifications, new hire training programs, completion of town policy acknowledgements, and be it further resolved that the supervisor of the town of Lancaster shall be authorized to take all necessary action to implement the foregoing. Do we have a second?
Second.
On the question? On the roll?
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
I have to recuse myself. I have a family member on there.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes. Resolution number 9, whereas William Shutt Associates, the town of Lancaster consulting engineer, by email requested date September 9th, 2025, has requested that the town board authorize an invitation to bid for the State Aid Bridge New York Culvert Project located at Siebert Road over drainage swale within the town of Lancaster, and whereas the town board has given due review and consideration to the request of the State Aid Bridge New York Siebert Road over drainage swale project within the town of Lancaster, and deems it in the public interest to invite public bids in conformance with general municipal law, section 103 of the state of New York. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the town board of the town of Lancaster hereby invites public bids for the state aid project within the town of Lancaster, said bids to be in conformance with the plans and specifications which are available for inspection at Avalon Document Services and William Shutt Associates, beginning at 9 a.m. on Wednesday, September 17, 2025. If bidders wish to purchase printed copies of the contracts documents, they must be obtained through Avalon Document Services. And be it further resolved, bids are to be received in the office of the town clerk right here at 21 Central Avenue in Lancaster, New York, no later than 10 a.m. local time on Thursday, October 9, 2025, and open thereafter. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, on the question, we're finally at a point where this is going out for bid, and hopefully we get a bid in that we can utilize and get this done as quickly as possible. Okay, and on the roll.
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes. Councilmember Burkhardt, number 10, please.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor and Honorable Board. I'm offering Resolution 10 for adoption. Whereas by letter dated September 10th, 2025, John Pilato, Highway Superintendent for the town of Lancaster, has requested the purchase of 2 new Microsoft Surface Pro Copilot Plus PC with keyboard, Thunderbolt dock, and extended warranty for use by the Highway Department. And whereas the above referenced PCs are available from CDW-G, an authorized dealer for Microsoft, under contract with Sourcewell, the local government and procurement collaborative of the state of Minnesota, of which the town of Lancaster is a member and will be piggybacking off of, which will eliminate the need for competitive bidding pursuant to section 103.16 of general municipal law. And whereas the total cost for the 2 new Microsoft Surface Pro Copilots Plus with the keyboard, Thunderbolt dock, and extended warranty is $5,739.80 per CDW-G's quote dated September 9th, 2025. Now therefore be it resolved that the town of Lancaster hereby approves the purchase of from CDW-G, an authorized dealer of Microsoft under contract with Sourcewell, as proposed by John Pilato, for the total amount not to exceed $5,739.80, which will be paid for by budget line professional services.
Do we have a second?
Second.
On the question? On the roll.
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes. Councilmember Dickman, number 11, please.
Thank you again, Mr. Supervisor. I offer number 11. Whereas Twin District Volunteer Fire Company by letter received September 11th has requested the addition of the following members to the roster of said fire association. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Lancaster hereby approves, confirms the addition of membership for Twin District Volunteer Fire Company, Nathan Tomaszewski.
We have a second.
Second.
On the question? On the roll.
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes. Okay, at this point, it says here Councilmember Dickman will request suspension. I think that is usually the supervisor, but do you want to request the suspension?
Sure.
Okay, go right ahead.
I'd like to request the suspension of the necessary rules for immediate consideration on the following resolution.
Do we have a motion?
So
Member?
moved.
Okay, second?
Second.
Okay.
All right, suspended resolution.
Councilmember Burkhart?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Councilmember Studley?
Yes.
Supervisor Leary?
Yes.
Granted.
All right, resolution 12. Whereas by letter received September 5th, 2025, the property owners at 196 Siebert Road has submitted to the town board of the town of Lancaster to waive the requirement for installation of sidewalks as stated in section 310-12B1 of the town code. Whereas after reviewing the project, Councilmember Dickman has recommended approval of this request in order to maintain consistency with the existing character of the area. Whereas the town board of the town of Lancaster has determined this to be a reasonable request, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Lancaster hereby exercises its right of the town code and grants a waiver of the requirement for the installation of sidewalks along the street frontage for a lot located at 196 Siebert Road within the town of Lancaster, and is conditioned as follows. This waiver is granted upon the express condition effective that at any future date, the town of Lancaster reserves the right to order sidewalk installation at the sole expense of the property owner.
Do we have a second?
Second.
On the question, I spoke to these people personally. This is the second time that they put in for a sidewalk waiver. The first one failed. What we decided last time when we were talking about sidewalk waivers on Siebert Road was, my understanding is when the houses went up, then the sidewalks were due. In this particular case, the house is already up, and therefore, I believe the sidewalk should be installed at this point in time. So that's where I'm standing on this. On the roll.
Councilmember Burkhart?
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman?
Yes, just to explain my thought process, I understand Bob and everybody and, walkable Lancaster and everything. We did discuss the fact of that last paragraph, and he is well aware that in the next couple of years, the town wants to put sidewalks in on Siebert, and he also is aware that it might cost thousands of dollars more at that point when he gets that letter from the town saying, now you have to put sidewalks in.
But what a shame, the cost of the sidewalk now can be amortized over 30 years in a mortgage versus having to come up with $15,000 out of his pocket immediately.
I agree,
Well,
but he's aware of.
the way I look at it is this, we're going for a grant program,
Yeah.
right? So if we get a grant to put sidewalks and do this whole connect walk thing, we're getting a huge amount of concrete already. They piggyback on that, and now it's gonna be even cheaper for all of them to put in sidewalks.
And do you realize that we won't get the grant because we keep approving sidewalk waivers? That's why we aren't getting the grant for connecting sidewalks, is because they look down on us for continually approving sidewalk waivers.
Do we
So
have
we're
that
not
in
working
writing
with them.
somewhere that we can review?
And my other thing was it's a brand new house, kind of in the middle of the street, and 7 houses on one side, 7 on the other, and nobody has a sidewalk. So it's.
Well, that's because we gave them waivers to not have sidewalks in there. So again, I thought we had discussed it, and then when the houses went in, the sidewalks were going to have to go in. This house is also on the west side of the street, which is closer to the development that goes up. I can't remember the name of the street, where they do have sidewalks. The person who built this house is a builder. The person he came to town hall is a former town engineer. They knew from the very beginning that a sidewalk had to go in there under town code. So again, we can't just keep giving people waivers on all these sidewalks. At some point, they got to go in there, and if we don't get that grant, then again, you know, at what point are we going to tell all these people they got to put their sidewalks in? It's going to be much more expensive for them, so.
I understand.
Councilmember Schroeder.
No.
Councilmember Studley.
Yes.
Supervisor Leary.
Did Councilmember Dickman vote on it?
Yes.
I'm a yes.
Okay, all right, no. Okay, we got a second suspended resolution.
And I want to let the other board members know of the insert of additional language. So in the second paragraph at the end, where the last paragraph, it says, with the required documents and insurance certificates on file in the town attorney's office, we want to insert pending proof of New York State Department of Labor certification in there. They tried filing, they have a need for further paperwork to file, so they cannot commence work until that certification, proof of that certification is given to us.
Okay, do we have that written down?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I move resolution number 13, honorable board and supervisor. Whereas Lancaster Depew Ponytails and Heat have offered to donate the installation of 4 field dugouts for the new turf field at Walden Pond Park, valued at no more than $25,364 to the town of Lancaster. And whereas Nathan's Son Inc. will perform the work on town property under the direction of Carmen Ciccarelli, Maintenance Crew Chief for the Buildings and Grounds Department, with the required documents and insurance certificates on file in the town attorney's office pending proof of New York State Department of Labor certification. Whereas after due review and consideration, the town board has determined that the town of Lancaster can make use of such a donation and it is in the public interest to accept. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Lancaster hereby accepts the donation of the installation of 4 field dugouts for the new turf field at Walden Pond Park, valued at no more than $25,364 to the town of Lancaster.
Do you have a second?
Second.
On the question? We greatly appreciate the donation to the town to pay for this, the dugouts that are being put on the new turf field, and thank you very much to the Lancaster Depew Ponytails and Heat, and as to Nathan's Son Incorporated. Thank you very much. On the roll.
Councilmember Burkhart.
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman.
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder.
Yes.
Councilmember Studley.
Yes.
Supervisor Leary.
Yes. Okay, that concludes our pre-filed and suspended resolutions. At this time, we're going to move on to the presentation of communications by the town clerk. First, 433, resolution tonight. 434, received and filed. 435, for resolution. 436, resolution tonight. 437, received and filed. 438, resolution tonight. 439, received and filed. 440, received and filed. 441 and 442, resolutions tonight. 443 to the LIDA and the town board. 444, received and filed. 445, code enforcement. 446, code enforcement. And 447, received and filed. Okay, we've come to the point in the meeting where persons who want to address the town board on any subject matter may do so. The town board will hear the concerns of persons desiring to address the town board on any town of Lancaster subject for a total period of 30 minutes. Please raise your hand, be recognized by the supervisor, give your name and address to the town clerk, speak directly to the town board members, not the audience, using the microphone provided up front. Speak once for 5 minutes or less unless the town board grants a speaker an extension of this time limit, and any unruly activity will result in expulsion from the meeting. Do we have anybody in the audience who would like to address the town board on any subject matter this evening? Yep, go right ahead.
I just forgot to mention earlier with the warm weather, splash pad is open until the end of the month at Menalee.
Thank you very much. Okay, do we have anybody else who would like to address the town board on any topic whatsoever? Okay, seeing no hands raised, we're going to move out of this one. We have to go into executive session to talk about employee contracts. So can I have a motion to go into executive session, please?
So moved.
Okay, can I have a second?
Second.
On the roll?
Councilmember Burkhart.
Yes.
Councilmember Dickman.
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder.
Yes.
Councilmember Studley.
Yes.
Supervisor Leary.
Yes, and we appreciate everybody coming this evening. Take care, and we'll be back there for a while.
You might even get out while it's still daylight.
What? Yeah. No, it shouldn't be that big.
I don't